welcome to another segment of my show. Today I'm interviewing my neighbor, my former neighbor actually, where I was born and grew up, and that is on the island of South Caicos, which is one of the smallest islands in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And the reason I'm interviewing this neighbor is because she's very special to me. She's like family. And she's 92 years old. And if you see her, you wouldn't believe that she's 92 years old. She's very active. She has many children, but she looks very good for her age. And I hope by the time you finish watching this video, that you'll be inspired to live a good life. And that's why I have here today my great neighbor, my good friend, Susan Carter, we also know as Tiny. Tiny.
Hello.
Welcome to my show.
Oh, thank you, Jax. Glad to see you. Glad to be here with you, knowing that you are my neighbor for years and still is.
Yes. Yes, Tiny. Tiny, I love you, Tiny. Tiny, you're 92 years old. 92 years old. How many children do you have?
Oh, I have 12 children.
You have 12 children. And I think 3 died?
Yeah.
3 died. I don't remember what the year it was. I remember when you lost Ilax. Oh, that was so painful. I remember you came to my mom's house that evening saying you couldn't find Ilax. And Ilax was my good friend. We played together. And the next day they found Ilax, I think Congrant. Yeah. That must have been very, very painful for you, Tiny.
Yes, it was very painful. Why? Because they knew and they never even tell me about it.
His friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They knew from early, didn't even say where he is or they were down there or nothing. Next morning, we searched around, found him right at the bay. Mm-hmm. I was there at the bay till sunset, never knew he was that near. A friend of mine shot and going to his boat when he walk on it. Wow. Here is the child right here, said Lord. I don't know where I was at that time. Mm. All night out, I out. His dad got boat going from this way and that way. Mm. No, I lacked.
Yeah.
Right at the bay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was painful.
Mm. And how old was Ilax?
I can't remember the time.
Yeah, because I think I was probably 9 or 10. I don't remember. I don't think I was in high school back then.
No.
I probably wasn't still in elementary school. But that was a painful experience for the neighborhood, Tiny. You have gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot. You raised your children as a single mom most of your life. You have done a great job, Tiny, and I want to, congratulate you on all the things that you've accomplished in your life and what you've gone through. You look so great for your age. So it's a true saying, age ain't nothing but a number, right?
Yes, it is. Just a number, just a number.
Just a number.
I worked very hard in my life for a single parent. To put all those children out, it was kind of hard, but I made it. And I thank the Lord for being here to say 92 years.
Yes. Tiny, what is your secret? Well, you don't look like you're 92. What is it? What do you do?
Well, I can't even say myself, Drax, what it is, but I thank the Lord for seeing 92 years. And I am very grateful for it. They will say, how did you make it along with them children? It was hard. At that time, you could not put your hand on the dollar like now. I had to work.
Yeah. So
I've been to school, passed my exam, went to Grand Turk for my preliminary.
Oh.
When it was time to go for the first year, my mother said, they don't have no money. Well, we were under England, so you know what it was. pounds, shillings, and pence, no dollars. Never had a book to say, well, look, you know this. Like the children have today, they got us to do that. The only movie we could have seen was we had to look at the water barrel. Nothing, not even a book to read to say, oh, this is.
Wow.
One time South Caicos, Tucson Caicos was out of light, no electricity. And if you hear the nighttime, it's so quiet, if you drop a pin, you could hear it. But we are still here.
Yeah.
South Caicos just get in a couple of dollars around in the 80s. The dollars just begin to come in, and we all try to make use of it as much as we can.
Yes. Yes. Well, you know, we came a long way, Tiny, because I think our family, we just got electricity, I think, when I probably was about 12, I believe, in our home. I think I was 12. Yeah, so we came a long way. We came a long way. So Tiny, I want to go back to that question. Do you exercise? Is there certain types of food that you eat? What do you do?
Well, I used to work, but after, you know, when you get a job, the first thing you have to look for is a ride. I don't drive. I don't have a car. But I walk. And I had them, whoever it is, they came to pick me up.
This is in Indiana?
In Indiana, yeah. I walk in Indiana. I take care of ladies until she died. Both of them. One had Alzheimer's. The next one, I gave her lunch, 12 o'clock. Put her in the chair to sit down, watch TV with her glasses on. When I go on there, I saw some water coming out her mouth. I put a decent power
So you watch her die.
Her son came out and he said, oh, she is asleep. That was 1 o'clock. By the time her daughter came to give her dinner, Mother, Fred, she is gone. He said, why didn't you tell me or call me? I said, didn't you come out? You say she was asleep. I said she was asleep too. That time she was gone.
She's gone. So you've seen a lot of things in your life.
Oh yeah. My sister was gonna die the same way. Sits up in the chair and I said, come. Paula came home and he said, she's still asleep. I said, yeah, you better see if she want a little bit of tea. Paula said, tea? This woman cold.
Wow.
I say, cold? But a few days before, he usually put her in her bed at nights. He took good care of her. He said, she is just waiting on time.
Yeah. And Rosina was your twin.
Yeah, she was a twin to me, but didn't show up like how I did. When she was young, she used to go to school, she used to play ball on the Selena with her shorts on, white shorts. I played ball, but I couldn't fit where she was.
But you're very active though, Tiny.
Very active,
You're very active. So back in Indiana, you used to walk to work.
Oh yes.
And so that kept you in
Yes,
shape.
I walked to work. I had to walk. Well, the distance wasn't that far.
Okay.
I walked to work.
Okay. And what are you doing now? You still walk? I mean, as an exercise?
I walk in the morning and walk in the afternoon.
I think that's another reason why you look so good too. You're walking.
Oh yes. Well, the doctor said that too. I'm plagued with diabetes. and high blood pressure. But I'm still okay.
It's Tiny, you look good. You look good for your age. I mean, anyone looking at you wouldn't even know that you're 92 years old. I mean,
92.
the camera guy thought you were like in your 60s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So you look great for 92, and that's why I want to interview you, so that your story can inspire others. You know, so that they can live a long life, to see their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, to see them as they grow to become adults. Yes. Now, do you eat any special types of food, or you eat everything?
Anything I eat mostly, but they say, you know, like fish, you have fish and fruit and vegetables, that's mostly. But anything else I eat.
Okay.
Peas and rice, grits. Live and go in Fort Lauderdale, Aiken will cook. Peas and grits and steamed fish and avocado.
We love that here.
Oh, yes.
We love that. Yeah.
You know, they love the grits.
Yes. So, Tiny, what do? You just relaxing now? I mean,
Well, you know, since the COVID-19, you couldn't go out no place. You just have to only just walk. You never go into one home or nothing like that. You take the street for it. So I haven't been to my churches yet.
Yeah, because of
But
COVID.
I carried minister, or pastor. He just come on morning time. I got Sunday school. I come downstairs. I go to Sunday school there at 9:30 until 10:30.
Okay.
Come back 11 o'clock for service until 12. Communion Sunday, first Sunday in the month, I have my communion, so I am missing nothing, Drax.
Yeah.
I'm still there.
You're still here. And I saw a video the other day of you, Tiny. I saw a video of you on the swing. I saw you swinging, and I even saw you dancing, Tiny. You're doing a better job than me. That's awesome, Tiny. That is incredible. That's incredible, Tiny. You're doing a lot of things that young people wish they could do.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
And everywhere I go, Drax, the same thing what you're saying now. You are very good. You are thankful
Yeah.
to be around this kind of time, 92 years.
Yeah. So you don't let your age, what I gather from you, you don't let your age stop you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
Because some people, when they reach a certain age, they say, oh, I'm old.
No, I will.
You know, but you're not that type of person.
No, I'm not. No.
You continue to work, you continue to exercise, you continue to dance, you continue to party, you know, and that is good.
Yes,
That is good, Tiny.
Thank you. Thank you, Drax.
Tiny, I know you gave us a little bit of how life was in South Caicos, where you were born and grew up. But what did most people do back then? I mean, what did you do? I mean, I know my mom worked at the fishery plant. Well, what did you do growing up? I mean, raising your children. What did you do for employment?
I work. One lady, I went fish fry one night, and she said to me, "This got to be Tiny, because Ethel dead. You was the woman work for your kids."
You did.
She did like this, coming from my day work. You take off the dress. You put on that one. You go on. I go on to the plant, coming home 4 days in the morning, 4 hours a night. Had to cook for my children before I go to work at morning time. Leave food for them to eat, and gotta come home, gotta go to the plant to work. I work at the plant, peel tongue. See the mark there? Peel tongue when I do the night saw.
Wow.
Cut. I and Jacqueline fillet fish to come to the States, those big groupers, got a knife. So I take the fish down, cut the side, wash it up, put a packet up. And that's where you made a couple of dollars at the plant. and you had to work for it. I sure worked in my life.
You did. You did, Tiny.
Sure did.
And the pay wasn't great, but you made it work. You made it work, because a lot of us complaining about our paycheck, and we were probably getting 5 times what you were getting back then.
Oh, God.
But you made it work. How do you think you was able to make your payment work? Your pay slip, your salary. How were you able to make that work?
Well, boy, there are days, weeks, when the breeze blow, no money. Lord, how I can pay my phone bill or pay my bill on Saturday. William, Louise took 2 of my children, put them in job, send them to school. I never had to give her a dime. Only give her fish, conch, lobster, one of Baba Tucker brooms. You know Baba Tucker? You remember Baba Tucker used to make them brooms at the top?
I don't know if I remember Baba Tucker.
You don't know about that?
No.
At the center that.
I know Miss Leonsa, but no Baba.
I will say to him, William, put me on your payroll when you get paid. When he get paid, Jax, those couple of dollars coming. I could pay my phone bill or make up my food bill.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, and from that time up to now, he is still there with me.
Yes.
When Lorleen mother, Tit, used to live right next to us in labor, I come when my mother was sick, she will go there and light the lamp and wait there until I come from the plant. Why? I had to go walk.
Yeah.
Because things wasn't like now.
No.
It was only Saul walk there, that was all. It wasn't everybody couldn't do.
Yeah.
There were times we had Mr. Abin Tatum. When he out drinking, you go up there, Mr. Tatum, house full of people, waiting on one order. Please give me one order to Miss Sissy. Please give me one order to her sister when he feed around, he come around, give you the order, Drex. Too glad I get an order, boy, I can go get food for my children. You think only me one? And they're full of people, waiting on Mr. Tatum when he can give the order. When he stopped drinking, he go to Miss Sissy and he pay up all the bills what he paid. That's how I made it in life. For a single parent.
Yeah. So you.
Going to school, everyone went to the same school but up there now. They didn't have no school like they got Marjorie Basin and
high school.
No. There one school right up there, so.
Yeah.
Kenny Malcolm was what teacher this morning. He had one stick. Boy, I tell you, sometimes when you're talking, man, you jump like that. That's in your back without going kung pie stick. You know that trick. Your junior A, junior B, when you reach your first standard, Miss Janie Ellis.
Yeah.
Good teacher.
Yeah.
You reach first standard, it's a difference. We couldn't dress like the children go to school. I had to go to school in $5, go church and $5 tennis. I can't put them on to go to school. I used to go to school barefooted.
No, wow.
Get more prickles in my feet. Glass bottle. Yeah, I got bare feet. But thank the Lord.
Yeah.
I and Cherry Bell get us lessons. We were the two to walk together in school. After we know a little more than you, they put us right there. So and
so you're the top of your class.
And we grow together. I used to dance in for graduation, me and Cherry. I used to go to Grand Talk to sing for funerals, me and Cherry.
Oh, you're a singer. Okay.
I was in the choir. When I came back here for Apple's funeral, Norman said to Baltimore, she left out the choir, so she will be right back, and she just come.
Wow, Tiny.
But I am thankful that I still can move around.
Yes.
But if I had a job or I had a car to drive, there are times I won't get out to go someplace that's handicapped.
Yeah.
But right now I go to the senior
Citizen.
wellness club, exercise on Tuesdays.
Oh, you go to a gym. There's a gym there.
Yeah, but one lady, you give us exercise, you sit down in a chair and she got your legs up this way, do this and that, exercise on Tuesday, Bible study on Wednesday, bingo on Thursday.
Okay.
So this is what I got to do. Sometimes we got dance class.
Okay.
15, sure.
Go to dance class.
There are times we got a drum, bing-a-lick,
Okay.
bing-a-lick, bing-a-lick. So that may be the one. I don't know.
That is awesome, Tiny. And Tiny, I know we talk about Ilax, one of your first child that you had to bury, and you had two more, Audrey and Louise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they died as well.
Yes.
I know that must have been tough as well. I mean, any parent
Yes, it is
losing
tough.
their child is tough.
Yes, it is.
It must be very tough for a parent to lose their child.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Still missed them.
Yeah, of course. And the good thing about having all these children, like you mentioned about Louise, one of the oldest, was she the oldest child?
Yeah, oldest goddaughter.
Oldest daughter.
Yeah.
She was able to help you with, like you say, with two of your other children.
Oh, yes.
And so that's good thing about having these children. You have this gap. They can help other children to remove some of the financial burden.
Right.
Off you, Tiny. Well,
the Lord said He will supply your needs.
yes, He will.
And He sure will.
Yeah. Well,
He sure
Tiny,
did.
yes, He did. And what I like about you have a great attitude. You're grateful and you're thankful. And I think that's what we miss in life. Sometimes we're not thankful, And with that said, Tiny, I just want to thank you for being on this show with me. Are there any advice or you like to give to people watching the show who are so concerned about their age? Like for me, one day I went to this place with my my last 3 boys. And the lady said, "Oh, you out with your grandchildren, eh? They're my boys." And I was so embarrassed. I went straight to the barber shop and I went dye my hair. What advice, Tiny, would you give to people watching the show concerned about their age? What advice would you give them? What would you tell them?
I will tell them whatever they are doing, keep up the good works. That's what they tell me, and I'll tell it to them.
Great advice, Tiny. I love it.
Keep up the good works. That's what they say. But you look so good. You don't have a wrinkles. Keep up the good works. That's what they tell me. I've been on the cruise, and that's the same thing they tell me there. They tell it to me here.
Yeah.
So keep up the good work.
Yes. Tiny, you make me laugh all the time.
Oh boy.
Tiny,
That's what said. Well, that's what said. They were surprised. They were surprised even for me to be there.
Oh yeah.
I was.
Your granddaughter just got married. Mm-hmm.
Well,
so you was at the wedding and you danced.
I had a dance.
Of course.
But when the jungle come in, what? When I go fish fry, I met someone in Nassau. She said, "Oh, Tiny, I'm glad I met you. We had good time in Nassau. We had good time in the jungle on the floor."
Keep what you're doing. I like that. Keep what you're doing. Well, Tiny and I go back a very long. As I said in the introduction, she was my neighbor. I know at least Audrey and Marilyn were very close with our family, always in our house. And of course, and I went to high school together, and Ilax was my good friend, and William and I were close as well. These are some of Tiny's children. We live a very good life as a community growing up in South Caicos. And here we are, you know, Tiny's here at 92 years old, a mother of 12 children, looking so great for her age. And so that's why I wanted to do this video, to inspire people, you know, and I like what Tiny say, just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for watching my show.
Hi, Auntie, she moving like it's not. Oh, go ahead, go boogie down, Auntie. Oh, go ahead, Auntie. Oh, yeah.